최진실 씨가 세상을 떠난 지 6년. 엄마와 아빠, 삼촌까지 잃은 환희가 이 여정을 결심한 이유는 무엇일까?
다른 아이들 같으면 다 계시잖아요. 근데 전 없으니까 이제 그런 부족한 점, 그런 걸 이렇게 채워나가면서 좀 극복하는 그런 거.
가수 요조는 사고로 동생을 잃고 곤두박질 치는 절망 속에서 일어서야 했습니다.
이거는 제 동생 별명이고 가까이에 있는 누군가의 죽음이라는 거는 어떤 책임이 생기는 거죠.
쉽지 않은 고백과 낯선 여정에 지칠 때쯤 날아든 반가운 소식. 환희의 인생 멘토 닉 보이치치가 두 사람의 방문을 허락한 것이죠. 팔다리가 없는 절망을 이기고 세계인들에게 희망의 상징이 된 닉 보이치치. 환희는 그에게 묻고 싶은 게 있습니다.
엄마 아빠 없이 하는 거랑 이제 팔다리 없이 하는 거랑 저랑 좀 많이 비슷한 것 같아가지고 어떻게 그 힘든 걸 극복해냈느냐고 그런 것도 물어보고.
절망에서 일어서기 위해 시작된 여정. 두 사람은 어떤 대답을 찾아 돌아오게 될까요? 닉 보이치치와 만나는 날. 로스앤젤레스 해변에 위치한 그의 사무실로 향하는 두 사람은 만남을 앞두고 가슴이 뜁니다. 어떤 표정으로 맞아줄까?
Hello, 안녕하세요. Hi, give me a hug.
닉의 특별한 포옹과 따뜻한 웃음이 얼었던 마음을 녹입니다.
Nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. No problem. Come in. Thank you. How was your trip?
또
Good.
The weather is wonderful.
Yeah, the weather's very pretty here.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Give me a
웃음만큼 따뜻한 가슴.
사랑해요.
Wow.
Please come in. So this is
태어날
the-
때부터 팔다리 없는 절망을 겪었다는 사실이 믿어지지 않을 만큼 닉의 모습은 밝고 당당합니다. 그래서 그의 삶이 더욱 궁금해졌죠.
This is where we sort of sit together and there's
사진들이 있네.
yeah.
Can you explain us
Yeah. One to the right is when I was about 2 years old.
which one?
Yeah. That was when I first started sitting upright and actually standing. And then on the left in the skateboard, I was 6 years old and then riding with my foot, using my foot there. Come, get comfortable anywhere you want. Where do you want me to sit? Right here?
사지 없이 살아간다는 건 상상할 수 없는 고통을 견뎌야 하는 일. 할 수 없을 거라는 편견 앞에 작은 움직임마저 도전이었습니다.
He's making me a coffee. Anyone want a coffee? I want a coffee. Do you drink coffee yet? Not yet? Okay, good. Good. Great.
잔뜩 긴장한 표정을 읽은 닉의 여유 가득한 농담.
여기저기 불고기. 여기저기 불고기. That's my friend.
그렇게 시작된 대화.
처음에 내가 다른 사람들하고 다른 몸을 가지고 있구나라고 처음에 딱 깨달을 때가 언제였어요?
When I was 6 years old, that's when I went to school. And a lot of kids, they looked at me, they laughed at me. They didn't know what to do. Many people tease me about having no arms and legs. I can't change this. And so I went home crying. And I went straight to my room. And I looked myself in the mirror. Nick, you have no arms and no legs. You can't change that. And when I looked myself in the mirror, and I saw, okay, I have no arms and legs. I looked myself in my eyes, and I said, Nick, you have pretty eyes. And I said, you know what, Nick, next time people put you down, just remember that you have pretty eyes.
환희가 묻고 싶었던 말.
팔, 다리 없이 태어나신 게 부모님 때문이라고 원망하거나 그런 적은 없는지.
I never blamed my parents for what had happened to me. My mum actually was a nurse, and so she knew exactly what to do and what not to do in her pregnancy. She didn't take any painkillers, she didn't take any morning sickness pills, she didn't even drink coffee. She did everything that you should do when you're pregnant. But she had a feeling that something was wrong. No one checked to make sure that I had arms and legs. It was such a tragedy. The doctors didn't know why. My parents don't know why. The doctors thought that I'd never walk. I don't just walk. I swim, I golf, I fish, I surf, I scuba dive, and I've done skydiving. No one thought that this limbless child could do all that, travel around the world. So I never got angry at my doctors because I saw my life as a gift. You can see your life as a curse or still see an opportunity in every bad thing. But you eventually get there. You eventually get past your pain and you look back and say, okay, I'm now stronger because of what I went through.
희망의 반대말은 절망이 아닌 포기라고 말하는 닉. 그에게는 팔과 다리가 없지만 한계도 없습니다.
저는 수영을 배우려고 몇 개월 동안 노력도 해봤는데 수영을 못 하거든요.
Really? Oh, honey.
It's very hard.
Oh.
It's very difficult.
Okay.
How come you can swim?
My dad told me that when I was about 2 years old, he was bathing me. And he puts his hand under my head. And if his hand is under my head, then I float. So my head was the heaviest part, right? One day, he let go, and I float. And he's like, yay! And then he shows his hands, and I'm like, ah! So even though I was floating, I was crying. He said that. I have a little bit of advantage because I have no arms or legs. I'm lighter.
Yeah, right.
And so I am like 40 kilo instead of being like 80 kilos or 75 kilos. So I have lung capacity though, just like you. So like a life jacket, like a life vest, I have air in my lungs like a balloon and I float. And so if I swim and I breathe in, I float higher. If I breathe out, I start sinking. And so I float and then I use my little foot to paddle. And so that's how I swim.
Okay, then I'll try again.
You can try again.
Okay.
That's it. You can do it.
취미 같은 게 많으시고 막 수영도 계시고 그러는데 그런 걸 도전하시면서 위험한 상태일 수도 있었는데 막 포기하고 싶거나 중간에 배우기 싫다거나 그런 건 없었는지.
If I gave up, I'd never be where I am. And so sometimes we feel like we've done everything we can and then we say, no, and then a miracle happens. But if you never tried, miracles can never happen.
2년 전 사랑하는 아내와 결혼하고 아들 키요시를 품에 안은 것은 포기하지 않은 삶이 준 기적이었죠.
그 키요시가 태어났을 때 그렇게 행복한 만큼 키요시가 다른 아빠들과 다른 나의 모습에 좀 걱정하거나 뭐 실망하거나 뭐 그러진 않을까 그런 불안함은 없는지.
But it was even more to me touching when he now chooses to come and hug me. And you know, that's the cool thing. How many times we hug and how long we hug is not determined on me. It's determined on my boy. So now all I've got to do is try to be the best father and daddy I can be that makes him want to come up to me and hug me and spend time with me.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
그의 사랑에도 한계는 없습니다.
제가 지금 14살인데 키요시도 나중에 커가지고 14살이 되면 어떤 이야기나 그런 말 같은 걸 해주고 싶은지 좀 궁금해요.
That's such a great question. I want him to know the truth of his value as a human being because when I was a teenager, I used to worry about what other people thought of me. Oh, look at my hair. Oh, look at my face, my nose, my pimples, you know, whatever. Oh, I need to act cool. I need to dress cool. I want him to know that it doesn't matter how he looks. It's knowing that he's beautiful just the way that he is. And so that's the first thing I want him to know, that even though his daddy has no arms, no legs, he's going to love me. Well, then he should accept himself as I've accepted myself as well. Can I have another sip of tea?
있는 그대로 나를 사랑하라. 단순하면서도 쉽지 않은 이 말이 부모를 잃은 환희에게도 따뜻한 울림으로 다가옵니다.
감사합니다.
키우시도 나중에 커가지고 이렇게 못 부리는 것보다 자기가 얼마나 중요한 존재인지 그런 거 깨닫는 걸 원하시는 것 같아가지고 저도 이렇게 외모에 신경 쓰고 그러는 것보다 제 자신이 얼마나 소중한지 한번 느껴보고 싶어요.
닉의 삶이 환희의 상처를 안아줍니다.
I believe it's worse losing a loved one. It's difficult losing a family member. You would give up your arms and your legs to have them back in your life. So to me, you're going through something more difficult than me. And I always thought when I was a child, I'm alone. I should give up. No one's going to love me. No one's going to marry me. I'm never going to have a family. I don't have a future. I don't have a hope. I tried to commit suicide because I didn't see hope. But now I see hope. That even when you don't see hope, the worst thing you can do is give up. Because you don't know what beautiful things can come from your broken pieces until you give your broken pieces a chance. Give yourself a chance. Give your history a chance. You don't have to worry about what's really happened to you. Don't let your past determine your future.
닉이 환희에게 온몸으로 들려주고 싶은 이야기가 있습니다.
All right.
와.
Nice. Hey.
환희가 좋아하는 축구를 함께 해주는 닉. 그 역시 한때 자신의 몸에 절망하고 죽음을 생각했습니다. 하지만 수만 번 쓰러지고 다시 일어섰을 때 삶이 준 선물은 누구보다 강해진 나였습니다. 축구를 마친 닉은 환희와 요조 두 사람에게 꼭 물어보고 싶은 게 있다고 합니다.
So there were always people asking me questions and about my story. I want to know, what's the happiness in both of your lives right now?
머뭇거리는 두 사람, 행복을 떠올리기 쉽지 않습니다.
So I just want to tell you both that I love you very, very much. And I believe in you. Please don't ever, ever give up, no matter what you go through. Never give up. Sometimes we will fail. Sometimes we will cry. Sometimes we'll feel alone. But we're never alone. And for you to be here still, I'm very proud of you, that you're even bold enough to share your story. It's a big, big thing. Both of you. Thank you.
바쁜 일정 속에서도 반갑게 맞아준 닉을 위해 준비한 노래. 고마운 마음과 잊지 못할 추억을 담았습니다.
우리는 이제 오늘부터 아침에 제일 먼저 보는 사람 자기 전에 정확하게 찾게 되는 사람 우리는 이제 오늘부터
팔다리는 없지만 누구보다 넓고 큰 가슴을 가진 닉. 당신이 보여준 희망과 행복에 감사합니다.
What makes you happy?
What makes you happy? What makes you happy?